Building a RF circuit is a very difficult task for beginners. Here I will show you how to make a simple wireless transmitter and receiver with easily available components. Our transmitter is a single transistor-based LC oscillator circuit, which produces frequency of 27 MHz while pressing the push button on it. Our receiver is a single transistor-based super regenerative design. The receiver circuit consists of two sections, RF front end and a comparator circuit. Let's see how the circuit works. The secret to getting a long-range RF link is a powerful transmitter and a sensitive front end on the receiver. The front end is the first stage of the receiver. In this circuit it is a very weak 27 MHz oscillator. It is actually a weak 27 MHz transmitter as it fills the surroundings with a 27 MHz signal. When another 27 MHz signal enters this field, it upsets the transmission of the receiver and increases the amplitude of the oscillator. This will cause the voltage variation on the collector of the transistor to alter and produce a signal. This signal passed to next stage through a 2.2 kilo ohm resistor. The second stage is a op-amp based comparator circuit. The signal from the first stage is connected to the third pin of the op-amp. And the second pin is connected to a reference voltage. The comparator circuit compares the two input voltages and amplifies the difference. The amplified voltage will be present at pin number 1, and the LED connected to pin number 1 will light up. Let's make the circuit.
This RF coil is the most important part of this receiver. We can select a desired frequency by rotating the ferrite cap. I got this RF coil from remote control toy car. I will show you how to make it, if you don't get it. Take a 27 SWG copper wire, and twist the wire like this way. We need 8 turns. We need to fix the ferrite bead inside the coil. By changing the ferrite position we can change the value of the RF coil. This arrangement is necessary. I will show you how to set up this arrangement. Take a small piece of plastic straw and cut like this. Put the ferrite bead into the straw and insert into the coil.
Our first step is to tune the front-end circuit of the receiver. We need a multimeter to tune the receiver. Connect the signal out of the receiver to the red wire of the multimeter. Connect the negative wire of the receiver to the negative wire of the multimeter. Connect the receiver to a 5-volt supply. We can see a voltage reading on the multimeter, approximately half of the supply voltage. Place the transmitter near the receiver and connect it to the battery. Press the transmitter's push-on switch repeatedly. Also check if there is any voltage variation present on the multimeter. If not, slightly change the RF coil's ferrite core position up or down. And try again. Now we can see a voltage variation on the multimeter, while pressing the transmitter's switch repeatedly. We have successfully tuned the receiver module. Next we will connect the receiver circuit to the comparator circuit. Connect the receiver's signal out wire to the op-amp pin number 3. Red wire to positive rail and white wire to negative. You can connect an extra wire to the antenna wire for catching more signal. Connect the circuit to a 5-volt supply. Next we are going to set the reference voltage with a multimeter. Connect the black wire of the multimeter to the negative of the circuit. And check the voltage of the third pin. Then check the second pin voltage. The second pin voltage is the reference voltage, which needs to be set just a little above the signal voltage. Disconnect the multimeter from the circuit. We have completed all the settings of the receiver circuit. Let's check with transmitter.